Okay, dear students, in the last class we have finished 6.4 exercise. Okay, now see, before going to 6.5 exercise, we will study the concepts of 6.5. Okay, see, 6.5 concepts are maxima and minima. What is maxima? What is minima? Means maxima means maximum value, minima means minimum value. Okay, these values, how to find what is maximum value, what is minimum value, and all we will see. These are related to function only. See, in this different concepts are there. First concept, with function itself we will find um, maximum value, minimum value. Second concept is with first derivation. Okay, first derivation we are going to find maximum value, minimum value. Third concept is like second derivation, second order derivation. Okay, second order derivation, first order derivation. Normal function, first order derivation, second order derivation. Like these concepts are there. See, this exercise or concepts are bigger, and plenty of problems are there in exercise also. If you want to study all the concepts and go for exercise, then it will be difficult to remember first concept while completion of last concept. That is why what we do, we will first understand one concept and we will take questions from exercise 6.5 and applicable questions all we will do regarding the first concept. Then again we will go for second concepts, like, okay, first concept itself is having 2 questions and 9 parts total. First question 4 parts, second question 5 parts, total 9 questions we can do with this first concept. Let us understand the concept. See, maxima and minima are the concepts. See, in this concept we are going to achieve maximum value and minimum value with normal function only. Okay, you see what I am writing. See, what is the function? Function is f of x. But function is they have interval, as definitely is having interval. Okay. Okay. See, I am choosing one point from interval C, and this C I am applying in f of c in function. If at all this f of c is greater than f of x, if at all this f of c is greater than f of x, then we are going to call f of c is the maximum value. You understand the concept first? You see why? Because see, maximum value first we are studying. Maximum value. Slowly understand. F of x is a function. This know very well. We okay. This function domain will be there. Domain interval. Okay, interval. This domain will be how? Domain will be interval. X belongs to x. X belongs to maybe minus infinity to plus infinity, maybe 7 to 203, maybe 0 to infinity, maybe 3 to 6, but closed interval. Any interval may be there. You see here, open interval also may be there, closed interval also may be there for this function. These intervals means domain, that's all. X is domain, f of x is range, that's all. We know very well. Okay, input, output. Input is domain, output is range. These are all inputs. Domain. Domain is interval. See, what is C here? C is any point between this interval. It may not be exactly in between. At center. Okay. It may be nearest to 3 or nearest to 4, nearest to 0 or nearest to infinity, nearest to 7 or nearest to 2 or 3, or middle of 7 and 2 or 3, any point. At that point, f of c is greater than f of x if I am writing, you see here, if f of c is greater than f of x, then f of c is maximum value. Okay. See, normally greater means maximum. F of c is greater, that is why f of c is maximum value. That's all. Okay. See, same condition I am writing for minimum value also. See, this is first point. Second point I am writing. If f of c is less than f of x, f of c is less than f of x, then f of c is equal to minimum value. You understand the concept? If f of c is less than f of x, then f of c will be the minimum value, maximum value, minimum value, maxima, minima. Okay. Now go back for graphs. C is highest point here. Why? Because you see this is x. We know very well. I am not written graph means this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. Y is also we are going to call it as f of x. Okay. This is f of x. See, it goes on increasing the input or domain. Output also increase up to one point. After that point again output is decreasing, but you see you are goes on increasing, but output is decreasing. Once output has increased, afterwards output has decreased. That means here we can say C is a turning point. This turning point concept is very important for understanding. Okay, please keep in your mind, turning point. C is a turning point. What is turning point? C, before that if increasing is there, after that decreasing will come. You see, increasing has come, after decreasing has come. Okay, here if you see, before C decreasing, after C increasing value. Okay, that is why these points, C point we can call is a turning point. Okay, but now you tell me, this is C, f of C is maximum value here. Why? Because see, for normal x always less only, f of C will be maximum. Okay, see straight away, if the curve is in V shape, minimum value. Curve is in inverted V shape, inverted V, maximum value. Why? Because see, from minimum to maximum it goes and come back again. From maximum to minimum it goes and come back again. Okay, this is called maximum value, this is called minimum value. Maximum means in brain itself you should have C inverted V. Minimum value means V. Like that in brain also you should have. Okay, see, if f of C is greater than f of x, f of C is maximum value. F of C is less than f of x, f of C will be minimum value. Okay. Now see, in any function, you see here, is there any maximum value? Is there any minimum value here? No. Why? Because see, for minimum value again graph should be like this. Okay. See, if at all this is there, you see here what I am writing. If this is there, then here again minimum value will come. But this graph is not like this. Only one turning point. Okay. And you see here, if goes on decrease x up to infinity, this value also may go up to infinity. If it goes on increase x value, thus y value also may go minus infinity. This is also minus infinity, this is also minus infinity. If any value if goes in minus infinity, there is no minimum value. Here only maximum value. If any value, if it goes positive infinity, then there is no maximum value, only minimum value. That you keep in your mind. Okay? This side, if it goes maximum value up to plus infinity, this side also it goes up to plus infinity. If plus infinity are coming, those maximum values you should not take. Those are no maximum value exist, like you have to write. This graph is having only minimum value. This graph is having only maximum value. But you may got one doubt. Is there any function which is having both maximum value, minimum value? Yes, are there. I am writing. I am rubbing and writing. First you understand this. See, another graph I am drawing. You observe carefully. This graph I am drawing, you see. Now some points I am writing. P, C. Now see, P is minimum value, C is maximum value. In this graph means function. In this function, both minimum and maximum value both are existing. Okay, you have to keep it in your mind. This is a, see, it depends. See, if any trigonometric function will come, means the sine, cos, like this only will come. Okay, that we know very well. That is why what I want to say here. See here, minimum value means no negative infinity. That is why minimum value you can take. Maximum value, there is no positive infinity. That is why this value you can take. See, physically those points should be available. Then only you can take maximum and minimum values. Here, physically only minimum value is available, but infinity, those are not available. Why? Because we don't know the value of the infinity. That is why we are not taking here maximum value. Here also, negative infinity, minus infinity, we are not taking maximum value. But physically, maximum value is available. That is why minimum value you don't take, maximum value you take. But if the function is like this, then you have to take minimum value, maximum value. Both you have to take. Okay. What if any function doesn't have minimum value and maximum value? You see, another graph I am drawing. Okay. Now you see, is there any minimum value and maximum value here? Just like I have written 2 points also in this. But is there any minimum value, maximum value here? You understand first carefully. Why? Because is there any turning point? Is there any turning point? There is no turning point. Here turning point is there. 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 That is why maximum value or minimum value are both maximum and minimum value existing for these 3 graphs. Okay, because turning points are there. But here you see, is there any turning point? No, there is no turning point. Why? Because see, after P, before P also increasing, after P also increasing, before C also increasing, after C also increasing. That is why there is no maximum value and minimum value. What you have to write for this? You have to write, see here I have already told this is for maximum value. Okay, maximum, maxima. This is for minimum value, minima. Okay, here both are there, minima, maxima. Okay, now here neither minimum nor maximum. Write down. Neither minimum value nor maximum value. Okay, what you have to write? Neither minimum value nor maximum value exist for this function, like you have to write. Okay, you understand now? Why? Because there is no turning point. Okay, here turning points are there. Turning point is also important. Okay, turning point is there, but up to infinity comes means that infinity area value you should not take. Here infinity or towards maximum, C is minimum. That is why only minimum value you have to take. Here infinity area towards minimum value, but maximum value is there. Maximum only you have to take, minimum value you have to. Okay, let us go for examples. 2 examples we will do. I think concept I have clear to you. 2 examples we will do. With 2 examples also we are going to understand more elaborately the concept. Then we will go for exercise 6.5. Okay, let us go. Okay, see the example. First example or example 1, like that you can take. 2 examples only I am going to give. With these 2 examples you can understand more elaborately. Afterwards we go for exercise directly. Okay. See, first example. Find the maximum value and minimum value for the function f of x is equal to x square, where x belongs to R. See, interval I told. Here interval is what? Interval is minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, all real numbers you can take, minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, x square is there. F of x is equal to x square. See, better we draw graph. Okay, at least any small graph we will draw. With graph only you are going to understand it very clearly. Okay, see what I am writing. I am drawing the graph of this function. Okay, we know very well that the f of x is equal to x square will be parabola like. Is it okay? See, this is y is equal to x square or f of x is equal to x square. Okay, you see here this point is 0. See, at minus 1 plus 1 will be there square, at minus 2 plus 4 will be there. Okay, same thing like at 3 plus 3 9 will be there. Okay, okay. Now with our experience, you tell me this function is having minimum value or maximum value, or both, or neither minimum nor maximum. You tell me now. Minimum value. Why? Because you see here the function is like V shape. V shape means minimum value. Inverted V means maximum value. Why? Because see, value is towards decreasing, afterwards again increasing. That means at 0 it is having minimum value. Before 0 another value more than this value 0. You see here f of c. That means here c will be your turning point. Turning point comma x is equal to 0. But at x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 0. Okay? You see here, you have to understand one thing. Maximum value or minimum value is f of x only, not x. F of x is equal to 0. That means here minimum value comma f of x is equal to 0. That means see, f of x is the minimum value or f of x is the maximum value. Here there is no maximum value. Why? Because infinity are going. Both plus infinity are going. That is why we are not going to take maximum value. There is no maximum value, only minimum value. You have to write there is no maximum value also. Write down. There is no maximum value. There is no maximum value. Okay? There is no maximum value, but minimum value exists. F of x is equal to 0 is the minimum value. Okay? Okay. See, same question slightly I am modifying. Only interval. Now you see what are all available. Okay? See here, you understand now, only minimum value is available, maximum value is not available. Okay? Now this I am removing. Okay? See, same question now I am changing. Same question, f of x is equal to x square only. But x belongs to, you see what I am giving, minus 2 to plus 1, but closed interval I am giving. Now interval I have changed, you see minus infinity to plus infinity, r. But here not like that. Minus 2 to plus 1, but closed loop. That means you have to take minus 2 also, plus 1 also. Both you have to take. Now I am redrawing again this graph. You see how. Okay. Okay. You see minus 2, 0, 1. At minus 2, this value will be 4. You see here 1, 2, 3, 4 like that I have taken. See, at minus 2, the value will be 4. Okay? At plus 1, the value will be 1. Okay? You see here, at minus 1, again 1. At 0, 0. Okay. Now you see, graph will be like this. Graph will be like this. Okay. Now you tell me, is there a turning point? Definitely, 0 is the turning point. You see, before 0, value was decreasing. After 0, value is increasing. That means there is a turning point at 0. Okay. That is why minimum or maximum values are available here. But you see now, minimum value is what? Minimum value is equal to 0. Why? Because 1 is not minimum value. Why? Because 1 is greater than 0. That is why 0 is the minimum value. Okay? Okay. Is there any maximum value? Definitely maximum value is there. At minus 2, plus 4 is the maximum value. Maximum value is equal to 4. Why? Because minus 2 square is going to give 4. Okay? Now you understand why maximum value has come in this maximum value has come, but in this maximum value is not come. First of all, why maximum or minimum value, any one value is available? Because there is a turning point. First question, first point. Afterwards, here turning point is there, but only minimum value is there. Maximum side infinity is coming. That is why we should not take infinity value. It may be negative infinity or plus infinity. Okay, that is why here we have not taken maximum value, only minimum value have taken. But here not the case. Why? Because here it is restricted domain. That is why up to plus 4 only it is going. That means there is no infinity. Plus 4 is coming as definitely coming. Why? Because minus 2 you are taking. Minus 2 if you take, automatically plus 4 will come. That is why here maximum value is available, minimum value available. Both are available. Okay? This is the concept you have to understand. Okay? Let us go for second example. Okay? Okay. Now see the second example. See these two, with these two examples we can understand the concept. That is why I have taken chosen these two examples. Second example, if you see, same, find the minimum value, maximum value, how to find. See, if not available, then we cannot write not available. Okay? Function f of x is equal to only x, but domain x belongs to 0 to 1. You see here 0, 1 you should not take. Why? Because open intervals, not closed intervals. Okay? That you keep in our mind. Okay. See, I am drawing the graph. Okay. You see, this is 0, closed bubble. At 0, f of 0 is 0. At 1, this is 1, this is 1, okay, 1. Okay, you see here, this is the graph of this function. Why? Because you see, 0 to 1 only you have to take, 0 to 1, okay, but 0 do you take? No. Why? Because see, open interval is there, that is why open bubble I have given. 1 do you take? No, you should not take, that is why open bubble I have given 1, okay. That means value should be greater than 0, less than 1, okay. But now you tell me, is there any turning point? No. Why? Because see, whatever the things you have to take in between 0 and 1 only. In between 0 and 1, there is no turning point. If there is no turning point, is there any minimum value, maximum value? No. Write down. No, neither minimum nor maximum value exists. That's all. You understand now? Why? Because there is no turning point. See, even if you take any one point, before that also increasing, after that also increasing. Turning point means it has to increase and decrease, or else it has to decrease and increase. Such scenario is not there here. Okay? That is why for this question there is no increasing, decreasing. There is no maximum or minimum value. Like that you can write and close this example. Okay? Now let us go for exercise 6.5. Okay, we will do one question. 4 parts are there. First question. Okay, let us go. See, 6.5 exercise we will do in this class 4 parts. First question is having 4 parts. We will complete only first question. In the next class again we will continue. See what they have written. Find the maximum and minimum values if exists or any from the following function. First part 1 I have taken. F of x is equal to 2x minus 1 whole square plus 3. See here they have not given any interval. That means R, entire R you have to take. Okay. If they are not given means it may be minus infinity to plus infinity. That's all. Okay. Now you see how to proceed this function. Why? Because practically I think 2 examples also practical only we have seen. But in those 2 examples they have given intervals and function they have given. Here they have not given intervals but directly function they have given. Okay. See, logically if you observe here, what we have to understand here, 2x minus 1 whole square, you see what I am writing, 2x minus 1 whole square may be equal to 0 or greater than 0. Is it okay? What I have written, is it okay? Definitely okay. Why? Because see, less than 0 will not come. Why? Because square is there. See, I am not talking about entire the function. I have splitted the function. 2x minus 1 whole square only I am tackling now. First you see, 2x minus whole square, 2x minus 1 whole square is either equal to 0 or greater than 0. Is it correct or not? Correct only. Why? Because see, whatever you may take x, that is different thing. But this entire thing is going to become either 0 or greater than 0. But it never becomes less than 0. Why? Because square is there. Minus, if negative comes also, square it makes positive only. Okay. See, greater than 0 means up to infinity it may go. We don't bother about infinity. Now we bother about equal to 0. If at all 2x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0, then 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Is it correct? Definitely correct. Okay. If at all 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, x will be 1 by 2. 2x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 by 2. That's all. X is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Now you got the turning point here. Okay. This you can say this is a turning point. Okay. Turning point. You see what I am writing here, graph. Turning point is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. You see, this is 0. This is 0, but this is 1 by 2. Okay. See, at turning point, one value you will get. At a turning point. What is that value? At x is equal to 1 by 2, comma, f of x is equal to, you see, 1 by 2 means this is going to become 0 plus 3, that's all. That means f of x will be 3. Okay. At 1 by 2, f of x is equal to 3. See, this is 1 by 2, but here this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. That means here this is the point. Okay. 3, 2, 1. This is 0. Okay. Now 1 point you have got at 1 by 2. Okay. Now you see, I am going to take left side 2 points, right side 2 points. Or else I will take 1 point left side, 1 point right side. Left side means negative side. Right side means positive side. Like that we will take. See, at negative side shall I take minus 2? At positive side shall I take plus 3? Okay, randomly I have chosen. Okay, at x is equal to minus 2, at x is equal to minus 2, f of x is equal to, you see, minus 2 into 2, minus 4, minus 4, minus 1, minus 5 square, 25, plus 3, that is equal to 28. That means at x is equal to minus 2, this value is going to become 28. Okay. Now see, graph is like this. Okay. Wait. At x is equal to 3 also we will see. Let us see. At x is equal to 3. F of x is equal to, you see, 2 into 3, 6. 6 minus 1, 5. 5 square plus 3, that is equal to 28 again. That means at x is equal to 3 also 28. Now you tell me this graph is in V shape. V shape, maximum value infinity, this side, both side, but minimum value is 3. That means no maximum value. See, turning point is there. Turning point is there, but maximum value is not there. Minimum value is there. Yes, write down minimum value. Minimum value is equal to 3. Why? Because this is minimum value 3. Maximum value may be infinity. Infinity we should not. That is why you have to write no maximum value exists or no maximum value. Minimum value is 3. Okay. Do you understand this question? Shall we go for second part? Okay. Let us go. Okay. See second part. First question, second part. Maximum value or minimum value if exists you have to find, or else you have to write no maximum value, no minimum value, or else we write only maximum value, no minimum value, or else we will write only minimum value, no maximum value, or else we will write minimum value, maximum value both. Okay, any combination may come. Let us see the question. f of x is equal to 9x square plus 12x plus 2. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. Let us find whether x turning point will come or not. Okay, x is a turning point or not. Okay, you see 9 into 2, 18. 9 into 2, 18, quadratic equation. Let us find factors. 1 into 18, 2 into 9, 3 into 6. 4, 5 will not go. Again 6 into 3 is going to come. Okay. These are the factors. 1, 18, 2, 9, 3, 6. Okay. But you see here, 12 is this. Is it matching? No. 1, 18, 12 will not come. 3, 9, 12 will not come. 3, 6, 12 will not come. That means this quadratic equation you are not going to get with the factors. Okay. Then how to find? See how I am finding. Carefully if you observe. See carefully if you observe here, it is like ax square plus bx plus c, not ax square plus bx. A plus b whole square like is there. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Is it okay? Yes, definitely okay. You see here, I am writing again one formula. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. It implies, you see what I am writing. A square is equal to 9x square, comma 2ab is equal to 12x. If we take like this, okay. See, b square is not 2 here. Wait. B is not, we have to find first. A square is equal to 9x square means a is equal to 3x. Okay. A square, 3 square, x square, 9x square. Okay, a square. Okay. Now you see 2ab is equal to 12x means b is equal to 12x by 2a. That is equal to 12x by 2 into a is how much? 3x. B is equal to 2. Is it okay? But see here, is there b square? No. Okay. First of all, you write down this. 3x plus b means 2 whole square is equal to 9x square plus 12x plus 2 plus 2. Is it okay? First you see. Why I have written like this? Why? Because see, I will write 4 only. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Why? Because b square, 2 square. Okay. But is this same f of x? No. Why? Because see here 9x square, 9x square, 12x. But 2 is there. That means you have to subtract 2. Now what I am writing, you see. Now what I am writing important. You observe carefully. F of x is equal to 3x plus 2 whole square minus 2. Is it okay? Definitely okay. Why? Because see, 9x square plus 12x plus 4 will come. Minus 2 if you make automatically, this is going to become plus 2. Plus 4 minus 2. That's all. Okay. Now you convert this, sir. This will be easy for you now. Okay. You see here, in this 3x plus 2 whole square is always greater than or equal to 0. Is it okay or not? Definitely okay. Why? Because see here, it may become 0 or it may be greater than 0, but it never becomes less than 0. Negative will not come. Why? Because square is there. But if it is 3x plus 2 whole square, if 3x plus 2 whole square is equal to 0, then what is the value of x? 3x plus 2 is equal to 0, comma, x is equal to minus 2 by 3. Is it okay? Okay. That means x is equal to minus 2 by 3 is the turning point. That we want to say. Okay. X is equal to minus 2 by 3 is the turning point. Okay. See what I am writing here. Minus side minus 2 by 3. Okay. Minus 2 by 3. Okay. Now what I am taking. See, minus 2 by 3 also you have to take one value. But you see, another 2 points we will take. Left side of this minus 2 by 3 plus right side up to, that means negative side. Negative side shall I take minus 3? Positive side shall I take plus 2? Okay, see in these three area we will find the y value, f of x value. Okay, let us find at x is equal to minus 2 by 3, f of x is equal to, you see at x is equal to minus 2 by 3, f of x is equal to, this is going to become 0, minus 2. Okay, that means this is going to become minus 2, means see minus 2 means like this will come. This is minus 2. Okay, okay, wait. Then, or else I will write like this, red color. Okay. Now at x is equal to minus 3, f of x is equal to, you see x is equal to minus 3 means, you see minus 3 into 3, minus 9. Minus 9 plus 2, minus 7. Minus 7 square, 49. Minus 2, that is equal to 47. That means, see, at x is equal to minus 3, y value is 47, positive side. Okay, positive side. Okay, now go for x is equal to plus 2. Okay, 2 into 3 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 square 64, 64 minus 2 62. That means at x is equal to plus 2, 62. Graph will be like this, you see. You understand? It is in V shape. V shape means there is no maximum value, only minimum value. Minimum value is how much? Minus 2. This minus 2. Okay? This is minimum value. I am writing, you see. No maximum value. Comma. Minimum value is equal to minus 2. You understand the question? Like this you have to tackle. Let us go for third part. Okay. Okay. Now let us go for third part of the first question. Maximum value, minimum value, if at all available, then we are going to find. And understand the question. F of x is equal to minus of x minus 1 whole square plus 10. Minus of x minus 1 whole square plus 10. You see here, first of all, split this question. See here, minus I am not taking now. What I am taking, you see, x minus 1 whole square is always greater than or equal to 0. Is it correct or not? First you tell me. X minus 1 whole square is always, it may be 0 or greater than 0. Okay, not less than 0. Okay, okay. Now you see, if at all x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0, if, okay, then x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 1. Is it okay? Yes. That means you have got one turning point. X is equal to 1 means that is the turning point. Okay. Now you write at x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1, f of x is equal to minus 1 minus 1 square plus 10. That is equal to 10. Why? Because see 1 minus 1 0. 0 minus or plus are same. Only 10 will come. Okay. At x is equal to 1, 10 has come. Okay, now see this turning point 1. Now see left side of 1, right side of 1, another 1 value we will take. Okay, see I am writing one graph also. X is equal to 1. 1 means you see this is 0, this is 1. But negative side means let us take minus 1. Positive side means let us take 2. Okay. See at negative 1 the value is 10. At 1 positive 1 the value is 10. You see like this I will write 10. Okay, 10. This is 1 point. Okay. Let me see at minus 1. At x is equal to minus 1, f of x is equal to, you see, minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 2 square plus 4 plus 4 minus minus 4 minus 4 plus 10 plus 6. Okay, that means at minus 1 the value will be 6. Say this is 5, this is 6. Okay, at minus 1. Okay, okay, or else I will take like this. Okay, 6. Okay, now let us go for plus 2. At x is equal to 2, f of x is equal to, okay, you see 2 minus 1, 1, 1 square 1, minus 1, minus 1 plus 10, 9. Slightly less than 9, 10, 9. That means see graph will be like this. From 6 to 10, 10 to 9. Now the graph is in inverted V. Inverted V means negative side, that means minimum side infinity, infinity is come. That means there is no minimum value. Write down. No minimum value. Okay, no minimum value. Maximum value, yes, maximum value is there. Write down. Maximum value is equal to, how much maximum value? This 10. 10 is maximum. Why? Because this side, that side, both sides less than 10 are coming. That means maximum value is 10. Inverted V means maximum value. V means minimum value will come. Okay? This maximum value, minimum value is f of x. Please keep in your mind. Okay? Let us go. Okay. See the fourth part of this question. G of x is equal to x cube plus 1. See here also there is no, what we can say, intervals they have given. Okay? X cube plus 1. See here x cube maybe minus, negative, 0, positive, all will come. That means I think better we take like that. X may be greater than 0, x may be less than 0, x may be equal to 0. All conditions may come. Why? Because see, there is no domain specifically they have given, means you have to take minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay? See, all cases we will take. At x is equal to greater than 0 means I will take plus 1. Okay? Then g of x is equal to 1 cube plus 1, that is equal to 2. Okay? Now come back. At x is equal to 0. Why? Because see, positive side 0, negative side. 3 areas we will take. At x is equal to 0, g of x is equal to 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. Okay? Okay. Now go back for my negative side. At x is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 I am taking. G of x is equal to, you see, minus 2 means minus 8 plus 1, that is equal to minus 7. Now you draw the graph. Okay, negative 7 is there, that you keep in your mind. Okay, at minus 2, negative side 7 is there. Minus 7, minus 2. Okay, minus 2, minus 7. At 0, 1 is there. At 0, this is 1. Okay, this is 0. At 1, 2 is there. This is 1. Say this is 1, this is 2. At 2. Now you see the graph is like this. Okay, okay, see, this graph is like a straight line. Is it a turning point available? No. There is no turning point, you see. If there is no turning point means no minimum value, no maximum value. Okay, write down. Neither minimum nor maximum. Values exists. That's all. Okay. Why? Because this is the normal straight line. There is no curve. Okay. We will stop this class here. Remaining questions we will try to solve in the next class. Okay. Thank you very much.